Well, there are plenty of famous families in Hollywood, sure, but in the 90s, everyone was talking about the Baldwin brothers. Alec, Daniel, Billy and Stephen all starred in iconic screen moments.
He has over 100 film credits to his name, alongside Kevin Spacey, Josh Brolin, Tom Cruise, and now he's reflecting on the highs and lows of his time in front of the camera in his new podcast, One Bad Movie. And Stephen Baldwin joins us live from LA. Stephen, what a treat to have you on the morning show. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. You're already in my future, you two. You're in my future.
Oh, because of the time difference.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing.
Doesn't take much to rattle us, Stephen, and you've thrown us off the ball already. Hey,
No, did you think he was casting you in a future movie or something?
I don't really know, but I'm going to plough on urgently. Stephen, what an incredible career you've had, because it's been almost 30 years since that unbelievable film, The Usual Suspects. You were just so good in that. How do you look back on that time?
Well, I can't believe it's 30 years, number one, and The Usual Suspects, I believe, won 2 Academy Awards. So it was just a, a tremendous privilege to be a part of something that Bryan Singer and Chris McQuarrie, the director and the writer, had a tremendous vision for. So the 30-year celebration next year is just going to be exciting for me to continue to share with young filmmakers about how to make great films like Usual Suspects.
Yeah, it really has stood the test of time, hasn't it? You have this brand new podcast and it's called One Bad Movie. So what's this all about?
Well, One Bad Movie is a podcast where I'm the host interviewing Hollywood folks about their bad movie experiences. I was driving in a car about a year ago and I heard this famous actor on the radio talking about his new hit movie, and he just kept saying the same things over and over in every interview, everywhere he went. And I remember what that was like. And I just was driving the car. I said, boy, would it be fun to hear this guy talk about his one bad movie? And I went, one bad movie. And then I got together with my production team. We just honed this into an opportunity where I just interviewed a very famous young gal whose parents are megastars in Hollywood. So her example of one bad movie was something totally different than many other people we've already interviewed. So again, One Bad Movie is a very unique conversation where you're going to get an interview with people from Hollywood that are going to probably tell stories behind the scenes that you never heard before.
Stephen, it's genius, because the best ideas are the simplest ones, and you must have known immediately that this was going to be a great idea. Now, speaking of bad movies, there is one movie you're not particularly proud of, and given the name of the podcast, I guess we should bring it up. Let's have a look.
Sharks in Venice.
What did you say was the cause of death?
It was a boat propelled from one of the buses.
Oh, dear. Tell us about Shark in Venice.
You're totally catching on to One Bad Movie very quickly. So Stephen Baldwin, 20 years ago, made a movie called Sharks in Venice, which in the watery canals of Venice, Italy, there's no real aquatic life in there. So this sci-fi movie about a shark expert helping these Italians remove sharks in the Venice of canal, it's just ridiculously silly and a sci-fi movie, and one of those kind of cheesy movies that's a guilty pleasure. That's One Bad Movie. On the list of Stephen Baldwin's One Bad Movie is Sharks in Venice. No offense. No offense, guys. No offense.
It looks so bad that I really want to watch it now.
I want to watch it now too.
You and your brothers are obviously no strangers to the screen. Can you remember what inspired you all to get into the industry in the first place, way, way, way back?
One more time, please.
What inspired you guys to get into the movie business all those years ago, you and your brothers?
Oh, shucks, yeah. No, well, I've said this before and kind of nobody believes me, but we were 4 very competitive athletes. We call that in America dumb jocks. And we were just very competitive guys, and Alec broke into the business first. And when we honestly kind of saw all the benefits of that in every way, we decided if Alec can figure it out, well, then maybe so can we. That's really the history of the dynasty of the Baldwin brothers. But yeah, it's just been a blast. We don't know yet in the future if there's going to be an opportunity for all four of the Baldwin brothers to be in a movie together, but we'll see.
Stephen, you're mounting a very strong campaign for most charismatic Baldwin during this interview, might I say. And even the word shucks is endearing. I haven't heard that often. You're now a grandfather of two. How surreal has it been seeing your youngest child, Hailey Bieber, welcome her first baby?
I was just talking about it this morning. Hailey Bieber is a super smart, successful, focused business person, and she's the fabulous wife of Justin Bieber, who I happen to think is maybe the sweetest guy in the whole wide world. But yeah, they're just blessed. They're having a lovely time now. They're spending time at home, snuggling little Jack Blues. He's very sweet and very cute. And yeah, I'm just super blessed. My first grandchild is with my daughter, Alaya, and her husband, Andrew. That's my 4-year-old granddaughter, Iris. I was with her this morning. And now we got grandson, Jack Blues, and we're looking forward to a lot of fun holidays coming up soon.
Stephen, you know how I can tell you're a great granddad is because you want to mention both the grandkids, not just the one. And that is such a grandpa thing to do because you don't want to favour one over the other. I love that. I love that. There are plenty more episodes in store on your podcast. Will we see any of your brothers feature soon on the podcast?
Well, I just went up to Syracuse, New York, where my parents are originally from. And Alec Baldwin joined me as a co-host on the One Bad Movie podcast. And we interviewed my eldest sister, Elizabeth. So it's Alec and Stephen Baldwin interviewing Beth Baldwin, my oldest sister, and I cannot tell you how much fun it was to ask my eldest sister questions about our movies. It is so funny to watch my sister say in the middle of this interview, when my brother Alec was kind of not being so nice to me for a moment, my sister turns and goes, "Don't speak to him that way. He's your little brother." And exactly. It just fun. One Bad Movie is a lot of that, a lot of fun, family friendly, a little zany, behind the scenes Hollywood stories. And yes, Alec Baldwin joined me very recently. That'll be coming out in a few months.
Okay, zany. I just see the badge there. At first I thought it might have been a Vote Now badge, but I know it's the...
He's rolling out merch.
Yeah, he's rolling out merch, but so not a Vote Now badge. Just the...
What?
just
one more time, one more time.
I thought your badge... I think it's my accent.
We were just admiring your merch for the podcast.
But I thought the badge might have been a Vote Now. I thought you might have been getting out there saying vote.
Oh, what's going on here?
No voting. Yeah, I'm retired from politics. I'm only interested in having fun with people on the new podcast, One Bad Movie.
Podcasts, not politics. Well said, Stephen. You are just every variety of fantastic.
No politics, just podcast. Exactly.
So what were you
politics, just That's my new tagline for the show. No politics, just podcast. I like it.
Why are you undoing your shirt? What were you trying to show us?
Oh, no, I thought you were asking me about a logo on my shirt. I wasn't sure. Yeah. Should I cover up again? Am I indecent? I'm so sorry.
You know what, Stephen? You do whatever you want, because whatever you're doing is working.
I'll do anything to promote One Bad Movie. I'll even come over there. Y'all got to bring me out there. We can do some One Bad Movie out there.
We would love that. We would love that. Stephen, it's been an absolute delight talking to you. Stephen Baldwin's podcast, One Bad Movie. One Bad Movie, One Bad Movie. It is available now wherever you get your potties.
One Bad Movie, one excellent host. Thank you, Stephen.